say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, as they are a top
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can, but don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying.
Hey farmers, is this your boy here? He's talking about how Argentina is fighting for its life, but I've been seeing videos for months, video after video after video, a farmer on this app telling me how they're fighting for their lives. So in this America First economy, in this America First world of Donald Trump's, why is he putting Argentina over the U.S.? Why is he picking Argentina products, farmers, laborers over Americans? As soon as they got that $40 billion, they started lowering their prices so they can make better trades. And meanwhile, the farmers here in this country are getting pinched by tariffs that Donald Trump put in place. So I'm just curious, for all you farmers and all you MAGA and all you whiteys out here that decided to vote for Donald Trump because he was going to put America first and help put money in your pocket, and now we put $40 billion in Argentina's pocket because they are suffering, they are the ones in trouble. What happened to that? I thought the money was supposed to come to you and me. Where are you now, guys?
So your liberal friend says, well, Trump bailed out Argentina with $20 billion. Here's what you say back. Argentina was in a dire financial situation just 2 years ago. They were bankrupt, they were struggling, they were sad. But then they elected a man named Javier Milei. He came in, he liberated the economy using free markets and capitalism. Argentina had their biggest surplus in over 14 years, inflation's down, all great things. However, investors are still worried. They know that Javier Milei is not going to be the president forever. They're worried that the money they invested is just going to be wasted when he leaves office. So now we're kind of doing this Marshall Plan with them. That was when we helped Europe rebuild their economies after World War II. By today's estimates, we gave them hundreds of billions of dollars to revive their economy. And that was one of our most successful foreign policy ideas ever. Good job, us. So with Argentina, we do something similar. We do a currency swap, which is like lending money to a friend to help fix up their house. You help them now, they pay you back later with a little bit of extra. Their house goes up in value, so everybody wins. And Argentina's house value went up. It's working really well, and America's expected to make somewhere between $2 and $5 billion. This is not stupid, it's genius. If Argentina were to have fallen back under control of socialist dictatorial nutjobs who cozy up to Russia and China, that would not be good for global interests. It's better that Argentina is free market and Western oriented. It was not a bailout, we actually made money, and we're preventing the spread of communism. So pat on the back.
Remember when I said Trump was going to give Argentina $20 billion to bail out their failing economy, influence an election, and help one of their billionaire buddies make a bunch of money? Yeah, now he's going to give them $40 billion, and he's buying their beef instead of helping our farmers. As I've previously stated, the president of Argentina, Javier Milei, demolished his economy, and with the influence of our Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, the U.S. was going to send them $20 billion to prop up their economy and make it look pretty to hopefully help Milei get reelected. As a nice thank you, Milei decided to remove tariffs from China so he could sell them soybeans at the exact time that China stopped buying soybeans from us because Trump put tariffs on China. A guy named Rob Citron, who's a minority owner in the Steelers and a hedge fund guy, has invested billions of dollars into Argentinian bonds. He also is very close friends with Scott Bessent and claims to be the one who convinced Bessent to convince Trump to shell out $20 billion. That initial $20 bill plus the soybean sales was going to make Rob so wealthy. And now Trump turns around and goes, you know what, let's double it and buy their screwworm beef. Screwworms are flesh-eating maggots that live in beef. So the next time someone tries to tell me that this orange man is smart and he's running this country like a business, remember that he's buying Milei's meat and paying him $40 billion on top of that. And to match that, Milei is screwing Trump and the U.S. by selling soybeans, the exact thing we were selling to China. And on top of that, Rob Citron is using this administration like a dish rag to profit off of Argentinian bonds. Screw the U.S. farmers, I guess.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Polk here. So it looks like Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent authorized a $22 billion bailout for Argentina. Wow. Isn't that awesome? That we're helping out a poor country like Argentina. Oh, wait. Most of the money is actually going to his friend, a billionaire by the name of Rob Centrone, who was part of Discover Capital Management Group. That's right. It's going to a billionaire to help out Argentina, which has a very right-wing libertarian president since 2023, who you might remember it was on stage with Elon Musk, when he had a chainsaw and the glasses to hide his effects of a Special K diet. Yeah, that one. And keep in mind, Argentina is also getting big contracts from China for soybean and row crop exportation. The ones we lost because of our tariffs, which had Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent going on Fox News and OAN and the right-wing media sphere talking about how much money they're going to make America. And he's also the one that touts all the numbers of, we've raised all this revenue with the tariffs, which is basically our taxes. When they say revenue with tariffs, that's what they're talking about. It's the taxes we paid on the tariffs, because tariffs are taxes. Just want to make that point. So, to sum up, American small farmers have lost contracts overseas with China, especially soybean farmers, have lost those contracts and those licenses because of the Trump tariffs and all the stuff, which Scott Bessent cheerleaded. But now Scott Bessent has authorized a $22 billion bailout, which is going to go to Argentina through his buddy, Rob Centrone, a billionaire who's heavily invested in Argentina. And Argentina is also going to get the market in China for those crops. Hey, MAGA, are we great again yet? Anyway, that's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy. And I'll see you later.
To listen to this.
I'm fucking pissed the fuck off. They cut my motherfucking food stamps to $85 fucking dollars from $738. How the fuck that's supposed to support a household of 3?
Now, I'm very empathetic to the struggles of single mothers and their plight. But I'm sorry, are we supposed to fit the bill for your family of 3? At the end of the day, you did lay down with a man or several and had those children. Where are they in the picture? The video gets good. Keep watching.
Like, inflation is high in the bitch. Groceries is high as shit. Oh, I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I'm mad as shit because how the fuck am I supposed to survive off that shit? So when y'all see me in the motherfucking store stealing stuff and that shit in my motherfucking bag, nicely act like you don't see shit and mind your motherfucking business, because this shit is going in my motherfucking bag and I'm walking out this motherfucking store with my motherfucking chest up and my head held high, and I dare you to try to tell me, hey ma'am, excuse me, because I'm gonna look at you like you fucking retarded and say go talk to Trump about that shit. On my kids, anybody that motherfucking voted for him, girl, fuck you.
I love how it's always Trump's fault and Trump supporters. We always get the blame for everything, and not the fact that this young lady chose to procreate with men who were not looking to start a family. But you have the Democrat Party to blame for this, because I know she's not going to blame herself. There's no accountability there. I mean, in the video, she clearly states that she is willing to walk into a store and commit theft just to feed her family. And also in the video, it doesn't clearly look like she's destitute. I mean, she's driving a decent car. It works. I mean, you can tell she eats.
I thought this was obvious, and I guess it's not, so I will say it here. Yes, Argentina has a racist culture. No, not all Argentinians are racist. In fact, Argentina is home to many anti-racist, indigenous, and black activists in Latin America. When you say, yep, everybody knows Argentina is racist, and then immediately stop listening to people of color in Argentina, you're not engaging in anti-racism. You're not standing in solidarity. In fact, you're making it worse. You should not end the conversation with, oh, Argentina is racist. You should acknowledge that, continue the conversation, and say, yes, and we need to keep talking about it. Because my goal isn't for you all to use what I'm saying to literally hate on Argentinians even more and then excuse it to call us all Nazis. Because one, that's not helpful, and two, that makes white Argentinians more defensive, and they'll take that anger out on us. People of color in Argentina, you make us lose, but literally, like, it doesn't affect you guys, it affects us more. If your activism is causing more harm to the people who you're trying to support, then we don't want it. Yes, you should acknowledge that Argentina is built on a racist culture, just like many countries across the world, but also shine a light on the many activists trying to change it on the ground. Make us the first people that you think of when you think of Argentina. The stubbornly racist, not anti-racist Argentinians do not represent us all. People and humans are not at fault for being raised in a racist society. But we have the responsibility of unlearning that and challenging those ideologies that surround us. So don't blame the people. Don't call us Nazi. Don't hate Argentinians. Blame the daily discourse that reinforces those racist ideologies. That's how you're anti-racist. That's how you can practice anti-racism with us. Call it out. Listen to people of color in Argentina, and also learn how to practice anti-racism internally with your own ideologies and in your own community, and then also show up for us.
I find it so funny when Argentines are like, why do people hate us? Like, you guys know exactly why people hate you. And I just made a video about this, and I'm making it again because I feel like my point I didn't get across enough. Letting you know, I don't hate Argentines, but for them to come on the internet and be delusional to think, why do people hate you? You know why people hate you. And it's in general, obviously. Not every Argentine is the same. It's all the racist remarks. It's even with the World Cup. It's Argentina versus Cabo Verde, Argentina versus Egypt. Like, people in the stands doing monkey noises. Like, mind you, in Brazil, like, this girl got arrested because of her racist remarks, because being racist in Brazil is against the law. Like, you're going to jail. Like, what? Like, you guys are not beating the allegations. I'm sorry. Mind you, I've had a lot of Argentinian friends, lovely people, but like, you guys are not beating the allegations as a whole. Like, when I think of Argentina, I think football, I think really good empanadas, and I think, ooh, an Argentinian asado, and I think racism. Like, I have no desire to go to Argentina. Mind you, I did want to go visit my friend, but I'm gonna be the only black person in her small ass town. I don't feel safe here. Yeah. Like, when you guys come on the internet and are like, why do people hate us? You know why people hate you. Like, babe, you know. And then, like, expecting or being upset that, like, now you're like the World Cup and like you're the last Latin American country to be left. Like, no one's rooting for you, babe, except for the Argentinians, of course. Like, the whole Latin hemisphere, we're tired of you guys because of all the racist remarks. Mind you, I love Messi. I think he's a great football player, but the people as a whole ruin it for the rest. So coming on the internet and saying, I don't know why people hate us, that's like MAGA coming on the internet and saying, I don't know why people hate us. Babe, maybe not every MAGA is the same, but collectively,
Argentina is a white country. You don't have any natives or Afro-Argentinians left. And that's why you're so racist.
Excuse me, what? Argentina is, in fact, a very whitewashed country. We have historically tried to erase our natives and even our Afro roots. Racism is a central part of our history, and no one can deny that. But at the same time, it's very ignorant to say we don't have any natives or Afro-Argentines in the country. That type of affirmations only reinforce the invisibility of their identities and the important place they played in our history. Just think about it. If they don't exist, they don't have or need anything. No rights, no land, no repair for the systematic harm they face. Nothing. If they don't exist, then our government and society doesn't have to be held accountable for our neglect towards them. We have more than 1,600 communities in Argentina that come together to create more than 64 villages with their own languages, culture, and cosmovision. Our natives were massacred during their years of colonization. And then they took the most dangerous places in the field during the fight for independence. At the same time, during the 17th and the 18th century, people from multiple countries in Africa were brought to Buenos Aires, where they were sold as slaves and forced to work the land all over the country. Years later, they also took some of the most dangerous places in the field during the fight for independence. And even in fights before, where they were promised freedom if they joined, but once the conflicts were done, they were took back as slaves. Both of these communities have been continuously erased from our history and their connections with our culture. Currently, the Afro-Argentinian community is formed from immigrants from other Latin American countries with Afro roots, from African immigrants, and also, of course, from all of the Afro-Argentinians that were born in this country. So please stop. This sort of comments only reinforce the current racism in Argentina.
A need for everybody to put on y'all thinking caps. Yes, put on your thinking caps. What does it mean when Donald Trump says, MEGA, make America great again? Believe it or not, compared to today's time, we could just go back to the 80s. The 80s compared to today's time was much better, was much greater. When Donald Trump says, make America great again, he's talking about the morals, the values, the principles, the state of mind, the happiness that the American people once had. Let's look at the communities today compared to the communities yesterday. Remember, it was a time when you could leave your front door open. So those are the times that Donald Trump is mentioning as far as make America great again. Drop a comment.